Hey guys, it's Mrs. Phillips. Today I want to talk to you about limiting factors and carrying capacity. So if you can go ahead and grab your journal, go to the next blank page, and title it Limiting Factors. Okay, so just like what this title is saying, limiting factors are factors that limit the size of a population in an environment. Okay, so these are things that organisms like plants and animals actually compete for in order to survive. So they compete for food, they compete for water, shelter, sunlight. And if there isn't enough to go around, then some of these organisms are not going to survive, right? Their population is limited, right? It can't sustain everything or everybody. So here is competition, right? So a food web is showing you the different competition, how energy is moving throughout this environment. Okay, and I want you to think about what is competing for what in this food web. Okay, terrestrial just means on land, right? So we're just looking at these plants and animals on land and how they are competing. Okay. If you take a look at the grass, there's a couple different types of grass. They are actually in competition. They're in competition for carbon dioxide. They're in competition for sunlight, for water. If one of them takes too much and the other one doesn't get enough, anything like that, then one of them is not going to survive, right? They are competing for it in order to survive. Now, grasses and plants, they're considered autotrophs. An autotroph just means that they're able to create their own energy. Okay. All of these animals that eat the grass or eat each other, they are considered heterotrophs. Okay. And that means that it needs to consume something in order to gain energy. So these arrows are showing you which way the energy is going. Okay. So you can see from the grass, the energy is going from the grass to the grasshopper, to the rabbit, to the mouse. Okay. And it gets there because those three things eat the grass. Okay. Now, I want you to take a look at the different animals. Who is competing for what? Okay. If we take a look at this, you're going to see the snake and the hawk, okay, are both competing for the mouse. Do you see the arrow here from the mouse? Okay, its energy is being split between the hawk and the snake. That means the hawk and the snake are in competition to get that energy from the mouse, to eat that mouse. Okay, and just like what we were talking about before, we know that the grasses are competing for sunlight. Now, another thing I want you to look at is if the mouse population died, the snake is only getting energy from the mouse population. So if there are no more mice, then the snakes are going to die off. The hawks are still going to be able to survive because they're getting energy from rabbits and grasshoppers and lizards. Okay. But if the mice are gone, okay, that means the snakes are gone. That means that the hawk is going to have to eat more rabbits and grasshoppers and lizards. So those populations are also going to go down.